Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about resistance. What is resistance? Actually, electrical resistance is a property of a material or a conductor or an insulator to oppose the flow of electric current through it. That is, resistance opposes the flow of electric current, that is opposes the flow of electric current. Therefore, based on resistance, that is electrical materials are generally classified into two types. First one is conductor and second one is insulator. Conductor is a material having very low electrical resistance, that is it allow easy passage of electric current through it, whereas insulators are materials having high resistance and they do not allow easy flow of current and they offer a very high resistance to flow of electric current. For conductor, we can example the best conductor, that is silver, and example of an insulator we can use PVC. Therefore, also consider a simple electric wire. We know that conductor, the electric conductor, silver or copper or aluminum, silver or copper or aluminum electric wire. For an electric wire, the wire is consist of the conductor in the inside portion. It is made of copper, that is a good conductor, and its outside portion is made up of an insulator, that is PVC. So that is basis of conductor and insulator. So what is electrical resistance? Electrical resistance is represented by this symbol and its unit is ohm. Its unit is ohm, and from Ohm's law we can know that electric current I is given by the ratio of voltage to resistance, that is I is equal to V by R. From physical parameters of resistance, we get the equation R is equal to rho L by A, that is resistance R is equal to L by A into resistivity rho, where L is the length of the wire, L is the length of the wire or the material, A is the area of cross section of the material, and rho is the resistivity. So what is the resistivity? Resistivity is also known as specific resistance. It is a constant. This resistivity is a constant for a specific material. That is, copper is having a certain resistivity, silver is having a certain resistivity, and resistivity can be defined as resistivity R is resistivity rho. Resistivity rho is the resistance of a material. Resistance of a material having unit length and unit area of cross section. That is, we can from this equation we know that resistivity rho is equal to R by A into L. So what happens when A is equal to 1 and L is equal to 1? That is, rho is equal to R into A by L. So when area of cross section is 1 meter square, and length L is equal to 1 meter, we get resistance R is equal to rho. So resistivity or specific resistance can be defined as resistance of a material having unit length and unit area of cross section. Then we comes to the unit of resistivity. From the same equation we can obtain the unit of resistivity as ohm meter, that is the unit of resistance into unit of area of cross section meter square divided by unit of area, that is ohm meter. And from this equation resistance R is equal to rho L by A, we obtain this relation. So resistance is directly proportional to the length of the material, and also resistance is inversely proportional to the area of cross section of the machine. These two are very important relations. Therefore, we know that by increasing the length of a certain wire carrying electric current, its resistance increases, since resistance is directly proportional to the length. Also, resistance is inversely proportional to area of cross section. Therefore, in order to decrease electrical resistance, we have to increase the area of cross section of the wire. So conductors with a higher area of cross section will have lesser resistance. Therefore, resistance increases with the length and resistance decreases with the area of cross section. Also, we know that Ohm's law is valid only at a specific temperature. That because resistance depends upon temperature and resistance or resistivity varies with temperature. And from this relation, we can determine RT is equal to R0 into 1 plus alpha T. We can determine the resistance at any given temperature, provided alpha 0 and that temperature is given, that is RT is equal to R0 into alpha 0 into T. It explains the resistance at any temperature is equal to resistance at 0 degrees Celsius, that is R0 into 1 plus alpha 0 into T, where alpha 0 is a coefficient of resistance at 0 degrees Celsius and alpha 0 is known as a temperature coefficient of resistance at 0 degrees Celsius. Alpha 0 is different for different materials and is different for copper, aluminum, silver, etc. So from this relation we can determine the resistance of a material at any given temperature, that is resistance at any given temperature RT is equal to resistance at 0 degrees Celsius R0 into 1 plus temperature coefficient of resistance of that material at 0 degrees Celsius into corresponding temperatures in Kelvin. So these are the important concepts related to resistance. The important equation is resistance R is equal to rho L by A, where From that we can get resistance is directly proportional to length and is inversely proportional to area. Therefore, in order to decrease the resistance of a certain insulation, we have to go for an increase in area of cross section of the conductor. Also, resistivity is defined as the resistance of a material having unit length and unit area of cross section. That is, for a material of 1 meter length and 1 meter square area of cross section, its resistivity is equal to its resistance. These all are the important concepts related to resistance. Thank you.